Desperate times call for desperate measures. Also, disclaimer, I've cried part of my makeup off, so if I look a fucking mess, it's because I am. X-Files series finale. The end, the end. My struggle for Chris Carter. Lord, give me strength. Typical my struggle. The episode starts off with a useless monologue. This time, Jackson, aka William, is in bandit camp. He's been adopted. His original name was William, and he's never met his mother properly. I'm already crying. We find out that William's always had powers. He started to realize them, except then he became a giant fucking asshole and decided to start killing people and creating accidents and mayhem and becoming a fucking delinquent. You know what? No. Do you even know who your parents are? I watched the finale with a few people from the fandom. Jules said, and I quote, "Blessed sperm and egg could not have created this piece of shit." I think that about sums it up. Then William says that he knows that the answers can only come from his father. And do you know who they fucking show in the montage? Fox Mulder, perhaps? No. Cigarette smoking man. And I'm like, already done. You know what? No, go fuck yourself. I read a variety of fantastic fan fiction where they figure out this William situation in a much more beautiful way than this pile of shit. So let me just say that. Then the whole montage ends with cigarette smoking man raising a gun to Mulder, going to shoot him. So the episode starts out with Mulder looking for William at this hotel, and then Kirk shutting down the X-Files, because I guess this whole series finale is just recycling old ideas. Yeah, shut down the X-Files. We've never heard that one before. Come on, it's not like it holds any weight. I'm shutting down the X-Files. No one cares. And Scully finds Skinner in the hallway. You need to help Mulder. He's with our son. Our son. Then they flash to 15 hours earlier, and it's a phone call between Scully and Monica. God bless Angel Monica. Someone has William, and she's clearly trying to work against cigarette smoking man. I'm not a traitor. I'm actually a reverse traitor. I'm a great bitch. Always. Scully tells Mulder to go after William, and she holds this like gravity to her acting when she tells him. She's like,
just come back alive.
all right, we're gonna address it right the fuck now. The pregnancy. People have been using this look that she's given him as evidence that she's pregnant. And you know what? They were right. She's just clearly got this she already knows situation going on. Mulder can go after William and she's gonna hang back. She's carrying their child. He just needs to come back alive. Am I gonna have to take another shot? I am. This is how I feel. So Mulder goes after William, sneaking into an aircraft hangar. People are coming after him. Yep, it was a setup, just like Scully said. Mulder takes down all those fucking people because, you know, he's a badass. And then he goes into the head honcho and he delivers a bullet straight to the fucking forehead. Then he runs out and like everybody else is dead and he's just killed a ton of people. People are just dead. And William's been hiding in the hangar. Now everybody's after him. There's this whole really cool montage of William running from the bad guys, running over roofs, and he's running through crazy things. But then all of a sudden, in typical fucking fashion, it's nighttime. Like, apparently William's been running for hours. I mean, I know the kid's a superhuman. I don't know. And then he runs into this like Skid Row situation and he disguises himself as one of the homeless people. Everybody like runs and leaves him alone. And Scully calls Mulder, tells him that there's been like a series of lottery hits in Tennessee. He finds footage of William on the tape. He calls Scully. He's like, yep, that was him. See him on the tape. And Scully's at the sink and she looks ill. Again, pregnant. And she starts having her flashy future seizure situation. Then William is driving in a truck with a truck driver to like get away. Mulder's following him. William starts fucking with the guy who's driving him, like changing the radio with his mind and then turning into a monster like a fucking dick. Why is William such an asshole? You are the son of Dana Catherine Scully and Fox Mulder. I don't give a fuck what they say. And you should just be better than this. Such a little shit. So Mulder pulls them over. Guy gets out of the truck freaking out because William's a crazy person. Then we see that William's gotten away and he's hiding in a storm drain. Meanwhile, there's this whole fucking side plot about Pat O'Malley and Scully and it's just needless. It's needless. Like, did any of it matter in the end? No. It's just like this bullshit side little plots that like took up time, didn't make the story any better, and exist for the sole purpose that Chris Carter thinks they're interesting when they're not. This is how we fucking feel, guys. Mulder tells Scully that he's lost William, he's gotten away. Scully goes into her, I've seen how it ends, and we know you've seen how it ends. Isn't that what she said all in the season premiere? It's like, I've seen how it ends, I've seen how it ends. Like Scully doesn't need to keep telling Mulder this. She gets like really teary that Mulder's not listening to her.
Mulder!
I gotta go.
And she's getting like upset, like she's gonna cry. If Scully's gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. Stop it! And William crawls out of the storm drain. He gets into the car with the bad guy. I think that you can tell immediately that he knows he's a bad guy. And then we see him talking to his old girlfriend, like hugging all up over her, and kind of gross. Again, like, William, you suck. Mulder is at the other girlfriend's house, like, trying to press her for information, while William is like, let's run away and die together. This bitch like fucking knows he's crazy. She's trying to keep him like from doing something irrational. At the door, West is like,
I don't believe you're his father.
I don't think you're the father. Really cute and funny. West Duchovny is an angel. We love her. Barbara Hershey and the gang roll up to this bloody ass car, and you realize that it was the bad guy and William totally blew him up. Now they know where to find Mulder because they find, you know, the tracking device from the bad guy. Mulder gets the good info and he shows up at the hotel. William like peeks through and Mulder's like, I'm your father. Fuck, that's a Star Wars line, but I'm still really emotional about it. And then when he opens the door, I don't harp on David's acting because it's very hit and miss. When he opens the door and Mulder sees William, it's beautiful.
I've been looking for you forever.
Okay, so how'd you find me now?
Doesn't matter. I'm here.
And like, William's clearly not a hugger, but they hug. So Mulder's trying to convince William to go with him, and he's like, don't worry, I'll protect you. And William's like, bitch, you can't protect me. Like, I've seen the future, I know what's going down, and like, you're gonna fucking die. And then all of a sudden, Barbara Hershey and the gang break through, wrapping everybody up, and William blows everybody up with his mind. It is graphic, it is aggressive, it is shocking, it's a lot. So then we flash forward back to Scully and Skinner in the hallway, and Mulder calls her and he's like, man, he won't listen to reason, and Scully's like, he'll listen to me. We wish. Scully and Skinner are in a car. He's about to tell her that cigarette smoking man is actually William's father, and she gets really like dissociative, heavy breathing. We're not sure if he actually tells her or not before Mulder's car speeds by. Mulder and Scully and Skinner all show up at this sugar factory. Mulder and Scully and William are all running through the factory trying to find each other. Meanwhile, Skinner is approaching this car with cigarette smoking man and Monica, and he's like holding up a gun. Monica goes to peel out of there, and then cigarette smoking man stops her and makes her go forward. Skinner shoots her in the forehead, and then the car runs Skinner over. So yeah, both Monica and Skinner are dead in like a fucking matter of seconds. Fun fact, you don't have to kill everybody to be a good writer. Pro tip. Chris Carter. Then Mulder and Scully run into each other at the sugar factory, and they're fighting about William. Mulder's like, Scully, you just need to let him go. He needs to like figure this out on his own. We're not helping him. Let him go. He knows you love him.
He knows that you love him.
How can he know that? How can he possibly know that?
Because guess what? It's not Mulder, it's William. And he just told Scully that he knows that she loves him. Then Scully chases after him because as you do when you realize that your son is telling you this shit. So William's getting away, Mulder and Scully are chasing him, and then Mulder is stopped by cigarette smoking man mid-chase. Cigarette smoking man is threatening to shoot Mulder. Mulder's like, you wouldn't do it. And he's like, I had no problem killing my other sons. And then he just shoots Mulder in the fucking forehead. Boom. But then real Mulder shows up, and you know, it's still just like disguised William that got shot, and Mulder shoots cigarette smoking man, and he's donezo. But before Mulder kills him, cigarette smoking man reveals that he is William's father. And then Scully shows up, and he's like very frustrated. He like throws his gun into the water, and it looks like he's gonna cry. And like, again, I'm not heralding David's acting most of the time, but holy fuck, he's doing a good job. Scully's trying to comfort him. Mulder's so upset.
It wasn't meant to be.
William was our son.
Scully tells Mulder that he was just an experiment. She was never a real mother to him. Bullshit, to be honest, because like she carried him for 9 months, mothered him until she gave him away, has like regretted it her whole fucking life, and suddenly she just is like cool with it being like, he was an experiment, I was never his mother, don't worry about it. This whole scene is about Mulder and Scully trying to like let go of their son, and really it was just like all of these manipulating factors coming into their life. He was never really theirs. I get how that logically makes sense, but it emotionally doesn't make sense. Even if you can logically and rationally explain something away like that, the emotions of him being her son are very real. And that just makes me so fucking angry. You can't just like erase the fact that Scully's feelings about all of this and Mulder's feelings about all of this are very real, regardless of the fact that maybe he was not theirs. Then Mulder says,
For so long, I believed. What am I now if I'm not a father?
Scully takes his hand and puts it on her stomach and tells him that he is a father.
You are a father.
What are you talking about?
You know, it was beautiful. I cried. But again, it's just pathetic writing. She's a 54-year-old woman who's barren, but you know, they fuck twice on screen, so naturally she should be pregnant. Regardless of the fact that it's lazy, unoriginal, it's just a device at this point to make the audience feel something, it doesn't make fucking sense that Scully would try in vitro all of these years and it not work, that like her organs have been manipulated and she can't get pregnant. But oh, we all know that women get more fertile as they age, so naturally if she and Mulder bang a few times on screen, she should logically be pregnant after that. Fans always bring up when people shit on him that he created them. And yeah, he created them, and that's amazing, and he's written some fabulous episodes of the X-Files. Time has shown that he's really incapable of carrying on their legacy in a way that's appropriate and respectful. Those of you who have been around since the beginning deserved a better fucking wrap-up than a 54-year-old barren woman suddenly becoming miraculously pregnant because we couldn't figure out a better way to wrap that up. Your fans deserved better, Chris. You really deserved some genuine closure. You should have respected your actors, respected your fans, and given us a proper ending that didn't use recycled bullshit and a bunch of easy, quick, emotional, provocative plot points. Just so... And then the last shot is William sort of surfacing up from the water and he's alive. He's a superhuman and can get shot, sure, but like he's probably gonna live through that. I actually semi-enjoyed the finale in the sense that I think this could have worked as the season 10 finale. This pregnancy plotline has been floating around. I've been very anti it. I just feel like there's no point in investing in a storyline that, one, doesn't make sense, you know, just like biologically or logically or rationally or any of those things. But you know what? I'm not a fucking saint. I'm willing to scrap all that shit. But there's just nowhere for it to go. Gillian's not coming back. There's nothing that's going to happen. So maybe if this had been the season 10 finale and we had time to explore everything that those implications meant, maybe. But because this is the end, it's just not a proper ending. We knew this was coming, we expected it to happen, and it still hurt like a motherfucker. The good news is I've met so many amazing people. I love you guys so much. I love the X-Files so much. I'm going to continue on reviewing old episodes of the X-Files. And the great thing about fandoms is that there are always going to be creators. There's always going to be fan videos. There's always going to be fanfics. These characters will live on in us, which is honestly such a beautiful and awesome gift that we can all give to each other. On that note, I have opened a storefront on tpublic.com. Link is down there, where I'm supporting my favorite X-Files artists. Awesome and beautiful art like this. Even though the show is over, you can still rep Mulder and Scully, keep them alive through the awesome artists below. We just all have to keep each other going, inspire us to keep making things and creating new content content so that our favorite characters still have a voice even when the show is gone. Thanks so much for watching. Check out last week's vlog or subscribe. We're gonna be doing the pilot soon, as well as a few other fun non-X-Files related videos, so stay tuned. I'm so excited to keep getting to know you guys and sharing this awesome ride. Happy finale.